Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Bad Movie Night Podcast. My name is Chris, and today we have checked out the 1984 fantasy action movie, The Lost. The Empire.
The eyes of Avatar are already in place. The destructive power of the laser cannon will be unmatched in history. Observe.
That's a big old robotic dude.
Why did they make those electrical bursts so veiny looking?
Because it was a dick machine.
You know.
Now we know why Chris is all about dicks on the pre-show.
Okay, just let's clear it up. I'm generally all about dicks, AJ. So let's just clear that up.
There you go. Cleared it right up.
But if you want to get access to that pre-show, you can go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and you can learn how much it costs to break Spiv's dick. Like Johnny Knoxville did from Jackass. But anyways, I digress. That's not what we're here to talk about tonight, because we have a lot to talk about. Because we're talking about the 1984 movie, The Lost Legend, The Lost Empire, The Hidden Empire. Fuck me.
Not even God. How did I not get the title of this movie?
I tried to watch this movie like a few times, and I couldn't find it. I kept having to go to that Patreon, that Slack, and see how I posted the name of the movie, because I couldn't. I kept looking up Lost Empire, Lost Legend, Hidden Temple, like all kinds of shit. I just couldn't keep this straight. It's so generic name. But anyways, Aaron, are you done with the history hole, or do I need to prolong this a little bit longer?
No, I'm just making up alternate titles.
You
so just
typing away
freely.
right now. Fair enough. Lindsay is back this week. Welcome back, Lindsay.
Thank you.
We had John Dunning fill in for you last week. Did you listen to the episode?
A little bit of it, yeah.
A little bit of it. It was you're like, hey, it wasn't that good, so I couldn't listen.
Because I didn't have time to watch the movie, so I just kind of skimmed through and stuff.
You gotta watch the movie.
What was the movie?
Vampires.
Vampire Kid.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you know what happened? She listened to the part where we would like give her shit, like, oh, it's not a real scene. She like turned it off.
out.
They're done talking about me. I'm out. That's what happened.
Oh, Lindsay, so vain, so vain.
Like the robotic dick in this movie.
We'll unpack the robotic dick. 'Cause, like, what the fuck? But anyways, this was a wheel. This was on the wheel. This wasn't a Patreon pick. But we did start that Patreon channel in the Slack, and the people have posted their movies. So I'm excited to get back into that Patreon wheel next time, because there's a bunch of movies to add. So that's cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always
Pretty cool.
There you go. That's you guys got the
Pretty cool.
Right. There you go, AJ. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Are you ready to talk about The Lost Empire?
Pretty ready.
I had to look. AJ, what is The Lost Empire about?
Angel is out for revenge.
I need
Her friend Rob got dead.
No, it's her brother.
Brother. My brother.
I miss your brother, friend.
Friend, brother. Good thing
can't tell over
she
the
can
size of my
summon her
breasts.
Native American friend White Star to help
Oh my
out.
god.
I'm not actually Native American. Is this enough, friend?
Oh, look out. It's time for the tournament of busty women. Get lost in the 1984 fantasy
wrestle.
epic
Ben's fantasy.
Lost Empire? Is it a fantasy?
It's Jim Wynorski's fantasy.
I didn't know what category of film this was.
Yeah, The Lost Empire, rated R, for you'll understand
Really
in a little
big
bit.
boobs.
Real.
Yeah,
Did Native Americans have brassiers? 'Cause she was like, I'll just save it. She was summoned from the past.
Just
or something.
save
Okay,
it.
we'll get there. We'll get into it.
I gotta keep my
We'll
mouth shut.
unpack a
I'm gonna
lot
say
of
wildly
things,
inappropriate
much like
things.
many things were unpacked in this movie. Thank you, AJ. That was great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What are you drinking over there? That is the most colorful can I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
good.
That's just the lights in his
sparkling
room.
water, lime watermelon.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Sounds pretty good.
It's not no cinnamon cantaloupe though.
No, it's not.
That's
Cinnamon
the water they had at
cantaloupe?
work today. Cinnamon cantaloupe water. What the fuck?
Oh,
How do you put cinnamon in water?
Is there like grains of cinnamon? You're like drinking
It's
cinnamon
like
grains?
cinnamon sticks in it, and then they put cantaloupe in the water.
That's a weird combination.
What the fuck is that?
That's not as bad as the tomato oregano water. They
Dude,
have
are you
every once
sure
in a
they're
while.
not like drugging you? Like some
I
sort
think
of...
they're trying, and I'm not partaking.
This is how we get the rest of us to take the meds.
Yeah.
All
Anyways,
right. Aaron, 1984.
something like that.
That is the year AJ was born.
That's right.
me too.
How'd you know that?
And Rebecca. I just I calculated the math. I knew you were a little bit older than me, so there you go.
It's a good year. Good book, too.
Yeah. And so let's take a moment, get up in Aaron's history hole, and get a little context for the movie and the year it was released. So here we go.
For Aaron's History Hole.
The Lost Empire!
Oh my god. You're the dick and the balls.
You're Thomas the fucking perverted train is what you are.
That's something.
This is how Thomas the train engine reproduces, I guess.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my.
This is disturbing. This is a whole new
my.
level of disturbing.
New levels.
Your laser looks a little flaccid there.
Why is the,
It got
what's
broken
the
spit for
tube off the
$1,000.
end? Because the
it's the
thing
condom,
doesn't
right?
shoot out of that.
Lindsay, I will
That's
tell
the
you when you're
reservoir
older.
tip. That's the
Lindsay,
reservoir tip.
I
for
will
the-
explain it when you're older. Yeah.
It's ripped for her pleasure.
Always use protection. All right, The Lost Empire was released sometime in 1984 in West Germany. We don't know when, but it was. It was later released in February of 1985 in the United States. So some may say this is your birth movie, Chris.
I don't want to talk about this with you.
Pew, pew, pew. So, highest grossing films from 1984 are some of my personal favorites on here. Beverly Hills Cop.
Spiff's never seen it.
It's a great movie.
Crazy.
Ghostbusters.
1989.
Ghostbusters is one of my favorites. Indiana
Ghostbusters,
Jones
right?
and the Temple of Doom. Kalima. Gremlins.
People don't like that one, but I like that movie.
I like
It's
that
an
one.
amazing movie.
Indiana Jones
It's
Temple
the
of Doom?
worst of,
Yeah.
well, it's not as bad as Christmas.
That way he rips the heart out?
Yeah, it's so cool.
That was
Dude,
intense,
It's an
man.
amazing movie. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Gremlins.
Love it. Love it.
Hard to beat the Gremlins.
Yeah.
The
my
Karate
favorites.
Kid. Police Academy.
Don't care about the Karate Kid. I do not
Footloose.
care about Karate Kid or that new Karate Kid show like Karate
We know
School
you don't
or
like
whatever it's
fun,
called.
so it makes sense.
No, it's just
Cobra Kai.
stupid. It's fucking dumb.
Why?
Because
You
it's
can play
dumb.
karate? You weren't
What?
allowed
'Cause
to?
I wasn't playing karate. You don't
weren't
play
allowed to play karate?
AJ, you either commit to being a
No.
karate guy or you don't.
We didn't play karate. We got wooden
Aaron
sticks
broke
and
my arm.
sharpened
I
them so
couldn't
we
play.
could beat each other senseless.
We
That's
did.
what we did. Yeah.
This
Don't
is
you
why I
remember
don't
Dad
remember
yelling
my
at us?
childhood. I don't remember my childhood.
Because you were
We had-
beaten senseless.
Yeah.
You were unconscious on the ground with a broken arm.
Footloose, Romancing the Stone, Star Trek 3, The Search for
Spox.
Peter.
Spanx, and Splash. All right.
Tom
Remember
Hanks.
Splash?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Our writer and director for this film was Jim Wynorski. We've covered his work a little bit before with Chopping Mall and Deathstalker 2. But he's also known for things like Ghoulies 4 and Fire from Below. Along
Should
with
do
about
Ghoulies Tober.
we could do Ghoulies 2. Ghoulies. Ghoulober?
We'll brainstorm the
Sounds a
name,
little
but
Blubber.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Ghoul
We could.
April? No, we're already in April.
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 I'll brainstorm. Whatever the months are coming up
Goopril.
after April. May.
April. I
no.
like that. Goopril. All right. So he also did amazing
Gloom.
things.
Okay, keep going. Yeah.
He's got a huge back catalog of things like The Witches of Brestwick and The Breastford Wives. I mean, he just has a million of these kind of
He
schlocky-
has a
yeah. And he's still
Specific-
active today.
He has a
Interest.
specialty.
He does.
he
He
has-
does.
Did he
And
do like?
movies.
Did he do like the Bear Wench Project or
I think
whatever?
so, yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, he did all that kind of stuff.
But has he done a witchcraft movie?
No.
Surprisingly, no.
But he is still active, and as of this year, he has Bigfoot or Bust, Chris.
Bust.
Get it?
And Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl.
Oh, Jesus.
He did a Die Hard
Yeah,
ripoff,
gross.
according to Jamie.
All right. Our cinematographer for this film was Jacques Haitkin, who has 86 cinematographer credits. He did things we've covered before, like Galaxy of Terror. And also
It's a good
films
one. It's a
like
good one.
Shocker, The Ambulance,
Great one.
Maniac Cop 3, Fist of the North Star, and Wishmaster.
Yep.
Kind of a prolific
all of
B
those.
movie sort of dude.
Yeah,
We
there
did
you
not
go.
do Wishmaster.
Yeah. He also has a ton of camera credits for more like popular mainstream films like Venom, Fate of the Furious, and Kong Skull Island. Our music was by Alan Howarth, who did some additional music for a lot of things like The Thing, The Dentist, Escape from L.A.
That makes sense because that opening track sounds like
It
John
feels
Carpenter.
very like
hardcore.
John Carpenter ripoff, yeah.
Yeah.
And the sound department worked for things like They Live, Escape from New York, Star Trek 3, or Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, and Halloween 4, The Return. So there's people in here that have been involved in a lot of cool things. But we do have some movies we need to check out soon. And I think one of these we talked about before, but now's the time. This is by Wynorski. This is called Final Voyage.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Look at this lineup.
Yeah. Wow. Dylan Walsh, Ice-T, Erica Laniak.
Dylan
Is
Walsh.
it on a
Whatever happened to that
boat? Is it on a boat?
Yes, we need
There's
a
a
boat
boat.
movie.
It's on a
Oh,
ferry.
man.
It's
Not a goddamn
The ferry.
A cruise ferry.
It's a dinghy, guys. It's a dinghy.
Nip Tuck. That's what that show was called.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where that guy was from.
Said a
Yeah.
cool.
Aaron,
always a villain.
I take it back.
Nice guy.
You should do your Skype interview in this. I think you'll get the job again.
I would like to apply for the position, please.
I'm a robotic dick.
I'm a robotic dick.
Danger, Dick Robinson. All right. Moving along, we have, speaking of planes, trains, and boat-o-mobiles, we have this airplane movie called Sonic Impact, also starring Ice-T,
I see.
I think I've seen that
from
one,
1999.
actually.
Of course you did. You see an airplane, you're all over it. 'Cause you're a
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we should check
I like
this
the
out.
I like the travel, right? What can I say?
Yeah, when a deranged criminal is caught, he is then being transported by plane along with some other criminals. Through a stroke of luck, he is able to subdue the federal agents
say that
assigned
word.
to bring him free the other criminals and take over the plane.
Yeah, original Con Air, man.
Starring Nicolas Cage.
Who's Mel
John
Harris?
Malkovich.
This isn't even a
Dude,
real person.
Artisan released it. It's got to be good.
Mel Harris.
99. That's after Con Air, though, right?
Yeah,
Mel Harris
Is
is
it?
from K9,
that's great.
that
Just-
John Belushi
Just
movie.
great. Boom! And moving along, we have Raptor from 2001.
Oh shit, that's a Carnosaur movie.
Carnosaur
Yep.
4.
Eric Roberts and Corbin Burnson.
Oh my god.
Nice.
The
We need to get on that shit.
bifecta of shitty acting. I don't know. All right, this is from 2001 when
Corbin
Sheriff Jim
Burson
Tanner.
is way better than Eric Roberts. I don't care what
Yes,
you say.
I would agree. I mean, what do you want from Eric? He's related to what's her face. Investigates the string of
Julia?
unexplained. Yes, and grisly killings. He uncovers a prehistoric terror.
We never watched Carnosaur 3, did we?
Clever
I
girl.
don't think so.
I don't know. We should watch that though.
Have you seen any of the Carnosaurs, Lindsay?
I saw the first one.
You see the second one?
Aliens.
I'm familiar
What's-
with it though. It's just aliens with dinosaurs.
It's just
Essentially.
aliens with dinosaurs.
Paul
They
says
used-
Raptor
They push a
sucks.
dinosaur down a hole with a
Well,
forklift.
she might watch it, Spiv.
I know about that scene. It like bounces back up.
It's awesome.
Much like A-Day's dick after we break it.
$1,000.
Sorry, premium pre-show content.
Yeah, you can't give that shit away, man.
That's all I got for this week.
Take
Wow,
it away,
Aaron.
Chris.
Oh shit! I better share my shit.
Okay, Aaron, transform back into. I would say transform back into not being a dick, but I don't think that's possible for you.
That's his natural form.
Gotcha there. All right, time to move on and do the rabbit hole.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge with more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day met bender. Here's your host, Lindsay Washburn.
5-day nut bender. Come on, everybody heard that.
Meth Bender. I can't enunciate
You
clearly.
hear what you want to hear, Chris. I don't know.
You're good to go, Lindsay.
Okay. Well, here's our movie. I picked this poster because this poster is just fucking awesome. Even though
cool.
nothing in this poster happens in the movie. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe those boots. I don't know.
Could have been underneath all those boobies.
It's just like a.
That's a cool sword too.
It is it's like gold. And the music, like I said, was done by Alan Howarth.
She doesn't remember your name, Aaron.
No, I
know.
do.
It's like,
Aaron.
like that giant dick butt said.
Yeah. Alan Howarth. Howarth, not Howarth. Howarth. I can't talk.
Howarth.
Howarth.
My name is Alan Howarth.
Alan Howarth.
He's such a
It's hard
hoe.
to
Just shave your head at that point. Like, what? Right? I'm not.
I mean, it could be worse.
Just
He's not doing the comb over.
Yeah, I guess not. But like,
It's fine.
doing the comb
It's
back.
like a bird's nest, is what it's
He
like.
probably wasn't expecting to have his photo taken.
That's true.
He's like, I just play
Put
keyboard.
on mine.
But like Aaron said, he did a lot of stuff with John
read my
Carpenter. I can't see you guys right now, so
Oh, shit.
yeah, I still don't have my second monitor set up. But yeah, he did a lot of stuff with John Carpenter for most of his movies. Big Trouble in Little China, Prince of Darkness. One of his first jobs was Star Trek: The Motion Picture, and he went on to do the music or help with the music for all of the first Star Trek movies, the original series.
That's true.
Dude, that guy's done some awesome stuff. Okay.
Yeah, he's done a lot of great stuff. He's still doing a lot of great stuff. Some of the VFX were by this guy, Ernest Farino. I think this is him. I'm pretty sure this is him. There was like 5 different guys named Ernest Farino, but I think I
like an
picked the
effects
right
guy.
one.
So
What's
Yeah.
behind him there?
There's-
That's pretty sweet.
It's like some kind of gunship behind him there.
Sweet.
Ernest
But
Farino.
he directed this movie called Steel and Lace, which looks really interesting.
Yeah, that looks cool.
That looks like what was that movie with the robot lady from like 10 years ago? Chris.
Ex Machina?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a cool movie.
A little bit. Yeah, this woman like gets murdered or something, and this guy brings her back as a cyborg to enact revenge, but then she goes like rogue on him or something. I'm not 100%
They always
sure.
do. They always do.
They always do. But it stars Bruce Davison. He's in it.
Yeah.
And also this lady called Claire Wren.
She looks familiar.
She's been in a lot of like TV stuff.
Yeah.
Like lots of like bit parts or day players on TV shows like throughout the 90s.
Cool.
And one of those shows that she did 2 episodes, I think, was this show. Dan Aykroyd in Soul Man,
What?
a divine comedy. That's the theme song.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
He's a preacher who's like his wife died or he's divorced. I think his wife passed away, so he's a single dad trying to raise his kids and also deal with situations at his church. So it's a comedy.
I like the Tim Allen photo down there.
What a weird
Yeah.
combination. of
Between
That's 'cause it
2
was-
great episodes of Home Improvement. I went digging through some of Dan Aykroyd's IMDb page,
Jesus Christ.
and he has been in
Getting into
some
alien
weird shit. I mean, yeah, there's all the alien stuff,
Yes, I love that stuff.
but he was also in a movie directed by Bob Hoskins.
Yes, Oscar.
What?
Yes,
I didn't know he directed anything.
he's directed like 3 or 4 movies, and
Oh, okay.
Dan Aykroyd was in his second directed feature. And it's this. This is the most
Yeah.
normal poster I can find for this movie.
I remember that movie.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. This is the
that's funny.
second. This is the weirdest one.
Rainbow.
And I watched the trailer. The trailer's long, so I didn't send it, but it's fucking bananas. But this is the plot of this movie. 4 kids and a dog embark on the adventure of a lifetime, the search for the end of the rainbow, with the aid of computers and an irrepressible belief, they achieve the impossible, finding and riding the multicolored arc. But the gold they take starts to take a more dangerous adventure because gold gives the rainbow energy, and the rainbow gives the world its colors. And if Earth loses the color green, no oxygen can be produced. As the world turns black and white, the children battle time and disbelief to restore the rainbow's power and save the world.
I might be mistaken,
Classic.
but I think I might have consumed some drugs that I shouldn't have taken because I feel like I just tripped into something really crazy there.
Complicated.
It's
for
extremely
Rainbows,
complicated.
coins,
If you watch the trailer, it's
life.
on YouTube. So's the full movie is on YouTube.
Darkness?
They're like going through portals and stuff.
like portals.
And the way it's shot is so odd because it kind of looks like a movie, but then it kind of looks like a TV show. It almost looks like a PSA, the way that
about
it's shot.
rainbows. Don't steal
It's
the
really
gold from the
weird.
rainbow.
It's
Got it.
really weird.
Oh my god, this looks awful. I'd watch
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Bob
No, it
Hoskins.
looks
Oh my god, there's like
I'm in.
post-apocalypse and shit. There's,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, people
ninjas
are
and-
like rioting and stuff. It's crazy.
Holy shit.
Put it on the
Bob
wheel.
Hoskins is such an interesting character. You know, he was a
Very
fisherman.
interesting.
Was he a fisherman? Really?
Yeah, and he stumbled into a bar one night, and they were
That
doing a theater
sounds-
like rehearsals upstairs, and they pulled him because they thought he was there to audition, and then he got the lead in the play, and then his career started. Like, that's how he got
There you
started.
go.
He was just like a
Interesting.
fisherman. Yeah.
I only know
Still-
him from Roger Rabbit.
Still a chance for you,
Oh, yeah.
Aaron. You don't know him as Mario?
Mario.
Yes, Mario, yeah.
It's the original
that movie
Mario.
in
What do you
theater,
mean
that
there's
was
still a
enough.
chance, Aaron?
I don't know. You could have your
Why do I want to
breakout
be a
role.
fisherman?
You could be Mario also, is what he's saying.
You can still be
do I
a
wanna be
fisherman.
a
I'm like, I don't want to be a fisherman.
You could be Bob Hoskins 2.0. You could be the modern
that crazy.
Bob
You could probably be a
Hoskins.
Wario. Maybe a Wario.
What the fuck is that supposed to
I
mean?
didn't say you don't have to be
We're
a.
casting
No one
here.
said you had to be a fucking fish.
You could be
I
the
don't-
worst character from Mario.
You know what? I rescind
Where
that
is
comment.
Ross?
You don't have a chance. You'll never amount to anything.
Wow.
Let's move on.
We've already established that, Chris.
And then your daughter won't either.
Wow.
Fucked up. That's fucked
That's
up.
fucked
what
up.
you
That's
said.
fucked up.
No, it's not what I said.
That is what you said, Aaron.
Exactly what you said. I think I want to do this when I grow up, Dad. Don't get your hopes
Don't bother. Don't bother.
not what I
You're not
said.
that talented, honey.
Just go work for
I believe is
Amazon.
what your
You'll be
exact
fine.
words were. All right.
Machine.
Time to move on and talk
bunch of
about
dicks.
the Lost Empire. You were literally one like 15 minutes ago on this podcast.
Exactly
All right,
what you
time
said.
to move on. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Okay, The Lost Empire. Rebecca,
Yeah.
what did you think of The Lost Empire?
Oh my. I don't even know what I think.
That's fair. That's a fair response.
There was
fair.
so much that was happening, but at the same time there was nothing happening, and
Fair.
there's so many boobs,
Yeah.
and
I mean, yeah.
there was like
The first thing
that
you
was
see.
that was the first shot. It was. We're gonna go in again.
Literally, like,
It's a really weird Looney Tunes opening credit.
It was just it was a mess, but I was entertained.
It's fair. Okay. Lindsay, what'd you think?
I actually kind of liked this movie. Not like for the plot or anything like that, because there really isn't one. But I found myself like excited to see what crazy fucking outfit they were gonna have on in the next scene. Like, how weird was it gonna get? And all the little miniatures and the matte paintings and I loved all that stuff. So I enjoyed it for what it was.
Spiv.
I think this is movie of the year, guys. From the moment those rubber suit ninja guys come in the beginning,
Oh my
you
God.
knew it was going to be
The
amazing.
dangling stars.
The dangling throwing star. I mean,
Yeah, it's cool.
it just kept topping itself the whole way through. This was amazing. I loved it.
You think it topped that?
I think it just kept getting better, Chris.
Okay, that's fair. AJ, what'd you think?
This movie, yeah, it was fun. Like, it had some fun moments. There wasn't much of a story. You know, sidestep the beautiful women that are thrown at the screen, right? It had some fun moments. I will give you that, and some zaniness to it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle here. I don't know how I feel about this one.
Wow. Okay. Aaron, what'd you think?
I didn't think it was that hard to follow. I think they're constantly keeping you abreast of the situation that's going on in the movie.
And it's titillating.
It's quite
Very much so.
titillating.
Guys, I wrote a whole thing. Don't ruin all the puns. I'm going to read it down.
They're trying to beat you to it. No, I mean, from the opening, I knew this was going to be fun. And it really does have brilliant moments that are just like great kind of flashbacks to other movies of that time. But a lot of it is just pure exploitation.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Some of that part gets hard to watch because it's not like, it's not my thing with some of these women. It's not my. But overall, really entertaining movie.
All right, here's what I wrote.
Oh, God.
This movie is engorged with details. The memories I created while watching this were titillating. I wasn't abreast of this movie before last week's podcast, but now I'm heaving with emotions. I feel as though I might bust. That's it.
That's a good description.
You're such
This
a
is
poet, Chris.
this is a ridiculous movie. I actually think it doesn't top the opening scene with the ninja guys with the spinning
pretty
things.
amazing.
I think that sets the bar for some really cool stuff
Cool.
that doesn't really come. I wanted more of the ninjas doing shit like that.
Yeah.
And then it just turns into it just turns into like exploitation boob montage sequences. Like, how can we get women boobs in the movie? And that's unfortunately, like, Jim Wynorski got distracted. Like, Jim, we're making a movie. He's like, I forgot. I'm forgetting. And then they get him back on track for the end with some cool stuff. But the middle part, where they're Charlie's angeling and assembling the cast, is kind of fun, but also really long.
Yeah.
And it takes way too long to get to the island. And when we get there, nothing really happens until the very end. So I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity. But it's still pretty fun for the most part. But some goddamn hot, like, nonsense, complete nonsense, right? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
okay. Because
Nothing makes sense in this movie.
Not at all.
There were
the
some great
Native
lines.
American woman is a ghost, right? Is that what?
She's like a spirit.
Yeah.
Or
Wait,
just
what?
well, actually, just
Well,
because
she,
she's native, so she's magic.
Do we have to call her? Do we have to call her White Star? Like, does she have a
God.
worse name? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
And she pops
Jesus.
out on the horse. Oh boy, I just
Oh
broke
my
up laughing.
God.
But did she come from the past?
I think she's.
We don't.
No,
we
it was
shouldn't
just
ask
she
too
was-
many
she
questions
was
because we're not gonna like the
summoned.
answers.
There are no answers.
It's really bad. And she wears a lot of like
of
rabbit
fringe.
fur and fringe
Yeah.
and
Oh my
God.
beads and
If you were
Now,
magically
do you think her
summoned,
breasts are real?
Spiv. I mean, Spiv, it's magic.
They were
okay?
magically summoned.
It's like they're in the writers' room and they're like, what's the most offensive thing we can do to Native Americans? I got it. We'll call her.
No,
White
they didn't
Star.
think like that back then. They didn't think like that back then.
She had a
But
line
if-
about reservations too. It was pretty.
If
good.
you are summoned
She had a bunch
magically,
of puns.
yeah,
if you're summoned magically, does that mean you just appear where you're summoned during what you're doing?
She was out riding a horse, and then she was.
That's got to be
summoned.
really fucking annoying and kind
Was
of
she
rude,
summoned?
honestly.
I thought she was just there and she just
No.
Yeah, I
No,
didn't
she
pick up
threw
on
the
that.
feather
Oh, no.
thing.
It was
the
magic.
Summon her,
feather,
yeah.
yeah. Like, if you
I think-
need me again, use this.
I think this is again like trying to tap into like that like Big Trouble in Little China magic.
Yeah, there's
Very much so.
moments.
There's so
Yeah.
much Big Trouble Little China in this
Yeah.
movie. A ton
There's
of
a
it.
lot of
Trouble
big
in Little
things.
China.
Just like
Big Trouble in Little China was 2 years after this.
Well, it's just like that martial arts kind of like,
Yeah.
magic.
There was
this
some
kind of
big trouble in this movie.
You think this inspired Big Trouble in Little China?
Hell no, that was a good movie.
stuff. I mean, that's just based
No,
off
but
of,
I mean,
I don't know. There's a
of
Carpenter.
similar-
There's a Carpenter connection to the movie.
There's a
Exactly.
Carpenter
Bingo.
connection. Look at that
How
shot.
can you not see that guy's balls? It's
Dude, you
impossible.
did. If you look close, you see there's a testicle
are.
hanging off to the left
There
there.
it is.
Why does he keep getting nosebleeds?
Because she
She
keeps
keeps
hitting him
hitting
in the face.
Nose, yeah.
Spiv, I
How did
thought
they
you would
end up
like
there? I
this
don't even
scene
remember.
because of all the couches they have going on there.
So
A lot
many
of
levels.
couches.
I got questions about her standard police uniform.
Yeah.
Do you think she gets
You don't
crap
wear
at
a
work
silver
for that?
jumpsuit?
Not when I'm a cop.
If I heard my brother got shot and is in the hospital, that's what I'm wearing to go. Make sure he's
Yeah.
not dead.
Yeah.
Dude, they walk into the front doors of that hospital and he's just right there.
Right there.
They're prepping him for
And they're like, I'm
surgery.
sorry, you can't talk to him
He's
right
not
now.
even
He's
bleeding or
laying in the
anything."
middle of the
Well,
waiting
then
room.
he like
triage
codes, and the doctor comes up and he's like starting CPR, and then he proceeds to do nothing.
I will play the scene. I will play the scene.
And
how
she's already like, he's
nonchalant-
dead, and just walks away. She's like, goodbye.
Dude, she says, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's watch the scene.
he's fucking dying.
Nurse, we're starting CPR. If you value this man's life, now's the time to leave.
Bye, Robbie. See you tomorrow.
He grabbed a blood pressure cuff. What the fuck?
This movie, like every scene's like this though. It's
Chris,
so nonsensical.
if I'm in you're in a hospital and you start coding out, I'm not just gonna be like, bye, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see
I'm
ya.
losing my goddamn mind, right? Like it's like this is your brother. Well,
well,
good luck
Aaron,
with
if-
that.
If you
See you
showed up,
tomorrow.
if you showed up wearing that suit and Chris didn't wake up, he's dead.
I think it's just
I
an
think I could
indictment
pull
of
it
the
off.
U.S. healthcare system, honestly. The fact that they were so nonchalant about
can't be
CPR on this
bothered.
guy whose heart literally stopped, and they're just like, let's check his blood pressure. His heart's not even pumping, dude.
Must be zero.
Oh, we don't got any pressure here.
The scene before that at the school though, where she goes all like Dirty Harry.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
so
was
obvious
ridiculous.
it's a chick.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious it's gonna be a chick.
The
It was
frame
cool,
is-
though.
She takes her
It
helmet
was
off,
very
shakes
cool.
her hair.
That was
If you're
a
gonna go
crazy
to
intro.
school, better learn how to count.
That is
Kills
the
everybody.
that is such a dumb plot
was
plan. Why would you go and
Like take kids hostage.
Ride a motorcycle
what did they
through a
want?
hallway.
I feel like if you're taking hostages, that's like a last ditch effort that can't succeed, right? There's no way to win in
the
that scenario.
grades change to A's.
I mean, people think they can, I guess, but yeah, you're not going.
There was, I just heard about one on, it was a school hostage situation where the guy took a bomb. It was like a gas bomb. And he wanted $5 million per student or something.
Jesus.
Wow.
Hang on, I have to look it up now.
kids ain't worth that. What are you talking about, man?
Cokeville Elementary School hostage crisis.
Wow.
Friday, May 16th, 1986. So it was after this movie.
Oh, and
Really?
All right, so this is real world. This is just like real life. Like when you go to the prison,
that's
the lady
standard
prison
issue
where she's in
uniform.
her dominatrix outfit. with
Do you
her
know
whip.
who that is?
Is it Tim
I
Curry?
do not.
Well, you're a big. You say you like the. You've seen the original Star Trek series. It's another Star Trek connection. She
I'm ready.
played like the trainer lady in the silver jumpsuit thing. It was called Gamesters of Trixtian or something, like the
This is
second
why
episode.
Next Generation is so much better.
Did Kirk kiss her at the end?
Yes. Oh, of course. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. But she had like green hair, a big thing of green hair.
They always did.
They always did.
I was hoping she was gonna be the third chick though.
Yeah.
She was a
Oh,
lot
that
more
would've been cool.
interesting than the
They-
other one.
Yeah.
They
and then
wanted you
we
to think
follow
that,
up.
though.
We follow
Yeah.
up that fight scene with a nice little chat in the shower.
Yes, as
yeah,
you do.
that's-
Yeah, we should talk about
Everybody
that.
has their most important conversations.
Yeah.
AJ, if you're in the
Intimate
shower,
moments.
would it be okay if I just stood there casually next to you and talked to you while you scrubbed your nethers? Would you be okay
I
with
feel
that?
like we're close enough that that'd be okay, actually.
I'd be like, dear Lord.
I like how you guys are pretending it hasn't already happened.
He's like, get my back, dude.
Hey.
Get my back.
It's bonus content.
We're going to that horror con again, right, Chris? Should we share a hotel room?
We shared an Airbnb, Spiv. It wasn't a hotel room.
We did.
We
It was a nice
shared our
Airbnb.
hotel room too. You
Oh yeah,
slept on the
and I slept on the dirty floor. I got
put two chairs together because you wouldn't share a
Slept
bed
on the
with
dirty
anybody.
floor in Atlantic City. He hasn't been the same since.
faces all sticky afterwards. It was nasty.
There's always bug bites on him.
That lady also had one of the best lines in the whole movie.
What was
What
that?
was it?
You're gonna swim out of here in your own blood, shit stain.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty good.
pretty scary
Pretty
shit.
solid.
Wow, if she said that to me, I'd be scared.
Aaron, what did
They
you think?
said. Oh,
Oh, go ahead, Spiv. Go ahead.
they said what crime she was in there for. And she said that she stole
yeah.
a train
Oh yeah.
and dropped a 2-car garage on the police station.
Crane.
No, a crane, dumbass.
They said trade. I'm with Spiv. They said trade.
I heard
Kristen
crane.
Crane.
I heard train, and then later it was a crane.
Hey, either way, it works. All right.
How do you use a train to drop a garage on something?
How do you pick up a garage with a crane?
Why would you drop a garage?
It's a pole barn.
Why would you drop a garage on the
Road
police
fab.
station?
So stupid.
Why wouldn't you?
And if you're doing that,
wouldn't you? Yeah.
that would kill people. You'd be in jail for life. You're not getting out on parole.
Yeah, that's fair.
Neither
I
was
mean,
part
these
of
are
the
important
trio.
questions, but the more important questions are: how does she get like a full-on dominatrix outfit into jail?
Underneath her.
Dude,
I mean, let's
standard-
talk about their outfits.
standard
in
uniform.
jail here.
The guard,
Hers
the guard
is
was there.
complicated.
You just let him fight.
Didn't
Well,
you know
it's
when you go
fun
to jail, you wear
watch.
two-piece outfits?
I think
Was the prison
anything.
guard Jim Wynorski?
Probably. I think anything you can talk about in this movie, you're like, there's a prison scene, but you have to add this additive description to any scene in this movie is, but it's for perverts. Like everything is just, it's for perverts. They go on a plane, but it's for perverts. They go to an island. It's for perverts.
They have a
You know?
medical check, but it's for perverts.
It's for perverts.
Yeah.
They were checking
Get
for
the dick
bugs.
cuff.
Aaron, what do you think of the Mitsubishi Starion?
Stereo.
I had to look up that
it
car.
was
It's pretty sweet looking.
Those were cool. Yeah, they were related
they are
to
cool.
the.
Yeah, what is it? Dodge.
Yeah, those 80s cars, man.
Yeah, they had another version of
something.
it. They were cool.
They're
Popping
not
headlights.
easy to find.
No.
They only made them for 3 years. Yeah.
Thought you would like that.
Fit so many boobs in those things.
The island,
Oh my god.
pretty cool.
Until the end.
Cool.
It's
Why
like a
is there
That's
smoke
amazing.
coming out?
I think that one like malfunctioned, and they were just like, "Fuck it." That one that was
Yeah.
continuously pushing steam out.
Yeah.
It's a volcanic island, Spiff.
What about
Every
this-
liquid hot
evil
magma.
villain makes
Well,
their
you have
base
to
at a
see,
volcano,
obviously.
an active volcano. Yeah, you get the evil lair, which is pretty cool looking, honestly.
The
way
sets
they
were nice
constructed
in this
that. Yeah,
movie.
and then he's like, "Put it by their asses, because I'm a pervert."
We need you to change into these skimpy outfits. The whole scene where they're signing up to go to the island, there is no dialogue at all.
I didn't even know what happened there.
And
So
then there's
bizarre.
like slapstick, like people breaking desks and
I was
Wait, are
really
you talking
hoping for,
about
like
where they go in that building?
they go in the
and then-
building and then they
Okay.
go over to the guy who's and they sign up.
oh
and there's
yeah,
all
the
sorts
whole
of like
joke
they-
sequence there.
they sign their name and then like they smack the table and then it falls apart and
I didn't understand what's going on here at all.
Yeah, I didn't either.
like why are they crossing out names?
I guess because it was already full, so they had to. That was how they were gonna get the spot.
There was no dialogue the whole scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to.
The whole premise turns out to be like Squid Game, but
Yeah.
for perverts.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand the premise. You had to be a trio to sign up.
Yes.
He just wanted hot women.
But then you get
That's
there.
what it was. Like that's literally what the evil guy wanted. And
they-
with his dick machine. It's
Pretty much.
Well, there's
he
that
didn't even
scene.
know that 2 jewels were coming there.
No, because they have that scene at the beginning with the Asian detective, where he like explains.
Oh, the old guy who appears.
Yeah,
out of
the old
nowhere.
guy.
Yeah.
He appears out of nowhere, and
Saw
he explains like
Oh, he's so like
who the doctor
stereotypical
is,
Chinese.
and that
Yeah.
he's like this, and he has to kill someone every day, or he gets killed. That was like
Wait. Oh,
that's how he lives forever.
That
that's
was
what
blocked on
the
scene.
evil guy needs
Yeah.
to do.
Right.
Li Chuk.
Whatever.
Li Chuk,
Yeah,
right?
I don't remember what
Okay,
his name was.
so I did pick up on that. They have the 2 jewels, and when you combine them, you get the dragon power to rule or something. And without them, you still have individual powers, which I was
Right.
like, okay. And there's a scene early on where the demon eye goes into our lead character's purse. And I was like, okay, this is what's going to happen. And she's going to get some powers, and there's going to be some cool fights because she's going to be like powered up and stuff. Never happens.
Nope.
Never fucking happens.
Well, she forgets her purse.
That's literally a plot point. Is she forgot her purse on top
Yeah.
of that?
And they
fucking
make a
she's
gay
like,
joke out of it.
Do they really? Oh yeah. 'cause he's
Yeah.
walking. So
Yeah,
stupid.
the one guy's character was gay
80s.
dude.
Yeah.
What?
That was his name.
That's
his
that's
name.
his
That's the character
on
name.
IMDb.
Spiv. No wonder you like this movie. It's like totally fits for you. Like this is you. Like you.
Said it was for perverts, Chris.
They find a lady who's been missing for 7 months, just foraging in the forest with her broken ankle or some shit,
That's
eating
so
berries.
ridiculous. So random.
And then there's a monkey.
It's a gorilla, yeah.
The gorilla later on, which doesn't really get its time to shine really either.
Yeah.
That poor woman. She can barely get around. She's so top heavy.
Oh my god! And they
She's
made her
gotta
do the
have back
jumping
problems.
jacks, the
Yeah.
jumping jack
Yeah.
scene for like 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
Of course they did.
The matte paintings were nice, though. Do you have a clip of that, Chris? When they
I
came to
do.
the
I
island?
have to find the.
They even
the
had like a
island.
night version of it too.
I will find it. It does
There's
look
some
really cool.
quality.
Yeah, because it has
Yeah.
stuff in the background and the foreground. It was neat.
Yeah.
Oh, and this guy and his eyebrows.
Yeah. Are those,
That
do you
aren't
think those-
there, and then they are there, and then they aren't there.
Do you think those are real? And I'm
No,
talking
'cause
about
there's
his
times
eyebrows.
that he doesn't
Yeah,
have them.
they disappear.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they change around.
Yeah, because I thought there was like it was gonna be he had a brother or something because it's like these giant eyebrows, and then the next time you see him, there's nothing.
Yeah, I thought it was a
Yeah.
different character.
Yes.
See, there
Oh
he is.
yeah,
No.
he has no eyebrows, but that's his muscled version.
Well, that's not the same guy, though, is it? I
Yes.
thought that
the
was
same
the
guy.
bodyguard. Oh.
Okay.
Yikes.
The fight sequences aren't particularly good.
No.
But that's okay because the guy's stroking his snake, and that's not a euphemism. He was literally stroking his snake. But they did try. Like the gore stuff was fun. It was
Yeah.
gorier than I thought, and I wanted more of like those ninjas coming in with their cool magic stuff and stuff like that to happen.
Yeah.
And we don't
Yeah.
get nearly enough of that.
We do get the guy ripping his skin off to reveal the black
His-
skeleton thing.
Yeah, that was
underneath.
pretty
That was
That was
pretty
cool.
sweet. That was sweet.
That was really
Yeah, I would have
good.
liked more like a Mortal Kombat fighting each other kind of. I thought that's what we were gonna get, like a quest.
That yeah, I was hoping for
felt
more
like
fight
that.
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
the women.
Yeah,
an
I thought there was
arena.
gonna be- yeah. that's what
Mortal
was gonna
Kombat,
happen.
but for perverts.
Right.
Right? How could you go
Other
wrong?
favorite movie.
All right, let's talk about the dick machine. I don't understand the dick machine.
The dick machine.
Like, what is this? This is the most
What is
elaborate
not
laser.
to understand,
Oh
Chris?
my god.
What is there not to
Oh,
understand?
look at that.
It made that whole
It's
box
really
of
easy to
Native
understand.
American
It makes things
weapons
disappear.
No, I mean you got it
Aaron, I
all.
hope you're proud. You know, when your kids are like adults, they're gonna go back and watch this and be like, "What the fuck is wrong?"
There's one shot in this movie that looks amazing though. It's creepy and it's super effective. It's when what's her White Star or White Feather? White
when
Star?
she's lying topless on the table.
No, she's having dinner with him, and when it's behind his back, the snake is just kind of going away. But when it's like the camera's faced right at him, it's like backlit, but you see the snake like coming around him. It's really really cool looking.
It's a real snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the evil boss just turns into be an old pervert.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a
Throw those
surprise.
cool metal balls.
Look at that location though. Like that's cool.
I know,
I
it's
like
cool.
the
They have
robot
cool
arm
sets.
dog things there. Yeah.
All right.
It's
so
impressive they spent so much time on these sets for
And
such
see,
like,
this
stupid
is-
concepts.
Of course, there's how many of these badass women on this island, but the man has to come
Yeah,
and kill
save
the bad
day,
guy.
Yeah.
right?
This guy
He hasn't been there for
He has
the
to
rest of the movie, but he's got to
Scuba
swoop
dive
in
to bring the poor
and kill
purse
the
along.
bad guy.
I will say it was cool
only way
though
I
that
can
they
do it.
did kick a lot of ass throughout the movie. Though it wasn't
That's
like they were.
true.
This was the only time they were really helpless, and they didn't even need to be helpless. Like they had it under
Yeah.
control.
Yep.
It was just a reason for him to show up.
Li Chuk was alive for like 2,000 years or something, right?
Something like
Is that what he
No
said?
one,
Yeah.
no one ever tried chopping his head off.
I guess not.
Didn't
Said he'll
kill
be
him
back.
though, did it? Like I didn't understand.
It didn't, but he couldn't.
Oh yeah,
do
because
anything.
he ran out of time. He didn't kill anybody that
Yeah,
day,
he was
so
too
he
cocky.
got.
He's like, I have
sucked
5 more
down.
minutes.
Oh, he just like smashed.
Don't look. Don't look. There's a red thing in the floor that looks vaguely suggestive.
And earlier in the movie, there's like a spider crawling
it's a
along.
robot
That's
spider.
a robot spider.
Yeah.
What is
And
That
that
was
plot
cool.
point doesn't go anywhere.
No.
No.
She looks straight at the camera. I hate robot spiders.
Oh, it's good though. I like that.
That was good.
Breaking
Wait, was
fourth
that
wall.
actually Angus Scrim?
Yes. You didn't recognize him?
I mean, I thought it looked like him, but I didn't
Yeah.
think it was actually him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
looks
see
like-
it now.
It looks like his head is not on the right body there.
He's a pervert in this movie, so it's a little different. He's not the tall man; he's a tall pervert.
They needed some extra thick
The tall
robes.
pervert.
And then the guy comes in at the end and gets shot in the dick with the dick machine,
God.
and then
Yeah.
catches on fire.
Why was the police guy even in this movie?
Well, she got him fired.
Oh, because he was a terrible cop.
Exactly. So
Why did he
then this
team
was
up with
his
this guy?
this was his new job. Because he's a pervert.
Now wait a minute. where do I apply?
I mean, it's not like they keep track of this stuff, you know? You get fired, just reapply.
Reapply.
That's what they do. To
I
reapply
mean,
somewhere else.
there was a lot of like just random henchmen standing around. Like, how much do you think you get paid to do that on Pervert Island?
I don't think they
wouldn't do
get
that.
paid. They're just like
Oh,
The
it's just a bonus.
benefits, man.
there's a bunch
don't
of
get
women.
paid.
But they got
There's a
health
perks.
insurance.
They're perverts.
Perks on this job.
You don't get paid. What about health insurance? Do you at least get health insurance?
Yeah, well, you
They
said
had
a
that
hospital
whole
they were
Possibly.
going
lab
to?
there.
There was that the future. I couldn't show the hospital because they're doing all those boob mammograms.
At one point, the one is like standing in a vagina steamer or something.
Right? They did, like,
It's like
What was
Goop
that
Labs
scene?
or something.
what was
Did I
that
hear what I
scene? It was
think?
ridiculous.
Goop labs is that what you said?
It's like they just gave him like this.
This is what
like
Gwyneth
this-
Paltrow's basement looks like.
It was like a. It was like a.
Yes.
It was just like a thing to read your temperature, and they're like, see what creative things you can do with this to her, you know? It's
Oh,
like-
where they're like sticking it in her mouth and stuff,
Yeah,
and
and
then
they're
one's
like-
going like down her
Yeah.
shirt. Yeah.
They were checking for bugs because they found the one in the lady's
That's what
ear.
she had in
Yeah,
her
and then
ear.
she
'Cause-
freaked out.
She was a
Okay.
spy.
well, I'd be freaked out too, and they just broke her neck. It's ridiculous. Oh man, what a movie!
What a movie!
What a movie.
The hair and everything. I feel like I'm watching like a soap opera from the 80s, like Dallas. Or
I
something.
love the makeup,
It's
like
Dallas.
the heavy
Yeah.
liner on top and on bottom.
But for
Yeah.
perverts. It's down for perverts. Then the island blows up, and I have no idea why the island blew up.
But it was
He got sucked into
fun.
hell.
Oh,
And
dude,
it's
it's so
movie.
good.
They're
Though.
like, oh, we'll just end
It's
this
like a
shit.
high school. Like,
Oh, it's because the
science
laser
project.
was shooting everything. There you go.
Get that fucking plane out of here.
We got some file footage of a different plane.
Wait a minute. Okay, question. Who all escaped?
All the
cares?
women and the guy with the
Yeah.
mustache.
Did they all get out? Because there was all those women in the dungeon
already
underneath the
zombies.
lab. Were they
let
okay?
They let them die.
Just let them fucking die.
They're all their
Fucking
own.
dead.
It's too
They're
late.
done. It kind of reminds me of those like Miami. What the hell am I? Hard Haunted. What are those movies? You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
talking about? What's
the
his
David
face?
Sedaris movies.
Yeah, Andy
something like
Sedaris.
All right.
Yeah.
But I feel like
David Sedaris.
those are probably a little bit better.
Andy Serkis.
Like I feel like those have better action and stuff. Better plots, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
Do they have
Yeah.
better plots than this?
There's definitely a lot more
plots in this
action.
movie.
You know,
So many
there's a lot more
There's more
action.
action. I mean, Julie Strain is in some of them, Aaron. She introduces the movie from her. Do I still have that? I don't think.
No, please don't.
No.
Kind of like a.
Oh no.
All right, let's listen to a little bit of the music at the end. Here we go.
Very synthy.
Not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Anything else, guys, with the Lost Empire?
I did like the scene where they beat up the pool hall rapist. That one was fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's
They
that.
kicked their asses.
Wait, and then they beat up the hillbillies earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
You see that Aames
Is that the
beer
same
truck
guys?
back there?
Why is there a horse back there?
Because
Is there-
Texas.
Lindsay, in Iowa, or is there
Yeah.
just randomly horses? Like you go to the grocery store and there's horses there.
No. But that does happen in small towns, and people
Yeah.
around where I live have like ridden a
happens in
horse to a
Lancaster, Chris?
bar before.
That's
Yeah,
not.
we have
There
horse
was a guy
stalls
like
at Costco.
Yeah, past Amish people. Those are for the
yeah,
Amish.
shit.
They don't count.
There's like 10 years ago, a guy got a DUI because he was drunk on his horse riding home from the bar.
Does that count? The horse is alive. The horse isn't drunk.
And the horse knows how
The
to
horse
get
is
us.
alive.
Unless it's a robotic horse.
Was the horse?
The horse was drunk too.
They did a DUI on the horse and like, oh shit. Okay. Anything else, guys?
That's it.
Okay. Any alternate titles, Aaron?
I got a handful of
Are you
them.
sure you want to say these out
More
loud?
than a handful of them, Chris.
Okay.
Die Hard with some breastage. The Lost City of No Clothes. Boobs in Toyland. Stop or I'll whip out my boobs. Tits for tat. Stop, you're under a breast. You have the right to remain topless. A tale of a whole lot more than two titties. And dick gun, watch out.
Watch out.
That's all I got.
Taylor-
Ample amount of titles there, Aaron.
Taylor has this movie is for perverts.
Pretty much.
You watched it.
Yep. So Rebecca, would you recommend The Lost Empire?
Yeah, I think I would. It's got enough to warrant giving it a watch.
Lindsay,
Absolutely.
Spiv,
Of course.
did Laura watch this?
Yeah, of course.
She liked it.
She went up before it ended, but no, she hates all these movies.
I think she's building
AJ.
a case against you.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Okay.
You know you're building your own coffin. That's what
That is
she's
okay.
making you build. Sorry, AJ. What did you say?
Oh,
Would
I
you
said it was
recommend it,
okay. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but it was okay.
Really?
Okay.
Aaron,
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a little extreme with the boobage, but otherwise it's fun. It's a fun movie.
I mean, if you're a pervert, it's a good time. If you're not, it's still pretty fun. Right? It still has its moments where it's pretty fun. It's tongue in cheek a lot of times, which I like.
Yeah.
It's got a good attitude about it. It could have been a little better, I think. It's all right.
Well, of course, but it's a Jim Wynorski film. This is
It's all right. It's no
it was
Deathstalker
his
2.
first one.
Deathstalker 2 is much better.
well, and Chopping Mall is like amazing.
Chopping Mall, yeah, much better too.
Yeah.
All right, time to move on. Play a game.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind. Right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly plausible. Shall we play?
All right. So since we've got the criminal or the pervert
Epstein's
madman
Island.
scientist guy on an island, this is a quiz all about islands.
They should send all
Right.
the perverts to islands. Just to an island.
So there's the island of Socotra, What percent of the island's plant life is found nowhere else on Earth?
100%.
90%.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 100%.
98%.
50%.
1/3 of it, 33%.
Oh, look at those
Nowhere
trees.
else.
Those are
that's
from
cool.
space.
Yeah.
It's like a Dr.
like
Seuss
it
tree.
looks like a completely alien
That's so cool.
terrain. Yeah. How many people live on the Hawaiian island of Niihau?
No one.
That means,
5.
hello.
No one.
Looking at that picture, I
No
don't
one.
see anyone there, so I'm going to say 2.
130, but it's owned by these two brothers.
Perverts.
The United States has tried to buy it from them for like hundreds of millions of dollars, and they refuse.
Good job.
What are they doing there?
They don't look Hawaiian to me.
Yeah, they look like perverts.
Looks like some.
Wait,
They look like IBM guys.
so if they own it, is it still considered part of the United States, though, that island? Or not? It's like
I
a
think
private-
so. They speak Hawaiian. The people that live there speak Hawaiian. Their school only teaches like survival stuff, like how to
Yeah, so it's like actual.
cool.
live on the island, and yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
All curling stones come from an island that is part of what country? Canada, Scotland, Norway, or Iceland?
It's such a Canadian thing, but I'm betting it comes from Scotland.
Norway.
Say Iceland.
Norway.
I'm going to say Scotland, because isn't that where curling is from?
I think so.
All come from Craggy Isle.
Craggy Isle.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Is this Father Ted here?
Scooby Doo episode right here.
An island part of what country is known as the healthiest place on Earth? Is it Japan, Indonesia, Australia, or Fiji?
Fiji. That's where you get
I
the
don't even know
water.
if island, Fiji is an island.
Fiji water.
Indonesia.
It is Japan.
Oh.
They have the highest percentage of 100-plus-year-olds.
Wow.
They owe it to eating fish.
Every time I eat fish, AJ's like, I can't believe you eat fish because the mercury poisons you. And then you've been cutting my life short every fucking time.
But it coats your bones in mercury, so you become indestructible.
Doomer.
Like
Well,
Wolverine.
it just depends where your fish is coming from, like anything else.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Coming from my bathtub.
It's probably coming from the fucking river, which is a problem.
Don't get him started on the Susquehanna River. for
The
Christ's sake.
Susquehanna. Nice and clean.
It's better than the Schuylkill.
Maybe.
It's estimated that 1 out of every how many people live on an island?
1 out of every 1, because we're all on an island.
But
This
they don't call
island
continents
Earth.
islands, even though they basically are giant islands.
No.
So
I mean, lots of
One out of every
Wow,
50.
yeah.
50.
1 out of every, well, there's 6 dashes there. 1 out of every 200,000.
That's just a blank. That's not a.
Yeah, the dashes mean nothing, Spiff.
Reading too much into it.
It's a very specific number of dashes, though.
It's just to make a nice space.
It's like Mad Libs here. It is estimated that 1 out of every pumpkins people live on an island.
It's 1 out of every 10 people.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
I want an island.
What country has added the newest island in the world in 2021? And this is a naturally occurring island. Indonesia, Japan, Fiji, or the Philippines?
Philippines?
Probably the. Ooh.
I like Fiji. It sounds fun.
I
I honestly couldn't tell you where it's located. I have no idea.
I'm gonna say Indonesia.
I'll
It
say
is-
Fiji.
Japan.
Japan. Wow.
Yep, and there it is, that little
That
Is
little
that
speck with the
guy?
green on top.
Volcanoes
Yep.
or something?
Yeah, and they don't expect it to last very long, apparently.
Mm.
Like, it's only going to be there a couple years, and then
That
it'll
doesn't count.
crash back. It's there now.
Why
you
does
can
it
go
not
stand
count?
on it.
Where the fuck do you think islands come from?
Yes, Spiff.
Other than
It's got to be there
trying
at
to
least
make it their
10
own.
years, or it doesn't count.
Well, it's gonna be a lot more islands in 10 years, but
Cook Island's
islands.
currency features what? So on their money, what do they have? A naked woman riding a shark, a mermaid throwing seashells, their prince kissing a mermaid, or a swordfish stabbing a naked man.
I like that
The
last one.
The swordfish, that's
let's go with
fun.
that.
Mermaid throwing
cool.
seashells.
I think it's
I read
D,
about
but I'm
this
going to go
one.
with A just because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it is A.
What is a mermaid? Never mind, it was a bad joke.
What is a mermaid?
It was gonna be like, what is a maid for a mermaid called?
What?
What is it?
I don't know. I don't have an answer to it.
That is a big joke.
There you go.
What is she doing to that thing?
She's riding it. It is
Oh, I
a
see it,
naked
okay.
woman riding a shark, holding a coconut. I don't know.
Seashell? No.
Apparently
Seashell?
Cook Island is for
Scallop,
perverts too. Shark doesn't
Uh,
look sad.
in what
Shark looks kind of sad about that too.
Yeah. You don't think that's a happy face?
Look at him. He's like frowning.
Here I go again.
So he's on a $3 bill. Who's on a $3 bill?
Shark was a naked woman.
In what special way do the people of the island of La Gomera communicate? Is it whistles, clicks, hand signals, or smoke signals?
Dude, smoke signals? That's so much work if that's true.
That's like a
Saying-
White Star thing to do.
I'm saying whistles.
Clicks.
Hand signals.
All right, we got audio with this.
Oh man,
It's not hand signals.
Here comes the clicks.
Smoke signals.
Oh, hang on. I had it set up to start
Maybe it is smoke signals.
in where is it? There he is.
He's just a pervert whistling at a girl walking by.
Why is he doing all this stuff? You don't need to do
Today,
that.
So the using their fingers helps it travel further. They can hear whistles up to 3 miles away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Aaron, I heard you, and you're way more than 3 miles away.
It's amazing. You'll hear me on Friday too.
What?
Days of life. How do you not get that?
What does that mean? I don't understand. Okay.
Because this is being recorded and will be released on Friday.
It comes out on Thursday.
Thursday, goddamn whatever.
you even
You'll hear Friday. People can hear it 3 years from now, Chris.
Okay.
It travels through space and time.
I'll hear it on Saturday.
That's fair. Okay. That was an interesting game. Thank you, Rebecca.
Yep.
Time to move on. Do some listener feedback. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Vampire's Kiss, the classic Nicolas Cage meme factory. Paul Lilienthal, be kind to other Patreons and their picks, Chris. This is the kind of movie that you need an excuse to watch, which makes it a perfect Patreon pick.
No, I was a dick. I'm always a dick.
Always a dick.
Such a dick.
Also, you
Try
should
not to be
consider
a dick,
moving Patreon timber up earlier this year so you can use the money for your movie.
How presumptuous of you that we are doing Patreon-tober again this year.
You already spent the money on
And
drugs.
the money is already spent on just the
government.
fucking
The
StreamYard and
Lost
Libsyn
Empire
and stuff. We lose money every month, Paul.
Well,
I mean, I
saying
lose
we-
money every month.
yeah. Taylor says after watching this review and John's review, it's definitely going to be something to watch in the future, especially to understand the culture this lives in,
Vampire's Kiss?
I guess.
Yeah.
Or Bad
It's
Movie
on
Night.
TV.
We come back in 30 years, watch Bad Movie Night to understand the culture.
I won't be alive because I don't eat enough fish.
Or you eat too much.
Or I eat too much. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Just balance that with some lead paint, you'll be okay.
Now that I probably did eat way too much of.
Paul has another comment here. He's back in business here. He says he's proud of us for still talking about Secrets of the Clown and Air Panic fondly.
Not Air Panic. Nobody cares about Air Panic.
Air Panic was fucking amazing.
Movie of the year,
Movie
man.
of the year.
Hot
Movie of the
garbage.
year.
Hot garbage.
You're
So
hot.
you still have the
Clown.
ticker.
Hot garbage.
Oh, Ticker, man.
Ticker better than Air Panic.
No.
He said Secrets of the Clown must have
Now you're
grown on you since
lying.
the podcast about it. The episode is great, but everyone seemed really disappointed with the movie.
I think I liked the movie. I think me and AJ liked it.
It's grown on me.
said it was
It's
good.
grown
It's
on
fun.
me.
Yeah.
Have you watched it again?
It's like a
Lindsay?
work.
No, but just thinking about it, I'm like, because no, I have not watched it
Good
again.
movie.
No, I have not watched it again. But at first, I was pissed because it was just so shitty. But then I'm like, but shit, it's a fun shitty. So
Much like
Everybody
Lost
loves a
Empire.
fun shit once in a while.
You just don't forget to wipe. Mike DeRosier was never a fan of Vampire's Kiss, but he likes Cage, and he had some moments in this movie for sure.
Sure.
He was a jerk. David Black, it's astonishing how cringy some older movies are now. Not because they have changed, but because we have changed. for the
Wow, that is a
You done grown up.
very
Deep.
poignant, deep thought there with David Black.
Deep thoughts. Like, you can't make movies like Lost Empire anymore.
Kinda can.
Could.
AJ watches them for
I just
sci-fi hour.
watched one. I literally just
Yeah.
watched one.
But
It was
that's-
called
But this movie
Femalian.
came out in the theater.
This came out in the theater?
in Germany,
Germany.
East Germany.
East Germany.
movie I watched. What are the odds?
Ja, gern zum Kino. Yeah. Fan of everything says no Lindsay, no party. Frowny face.
Aw.
We had John. John's a
Yeah,
party.
anyways.
John's a who?
Yeah.
We should have had John do the premise hole because he's so good at them.
That's true.
Oh man, on a tarmac. I will just
With a
never
bit
forget
switch.
that. God, it's so strong.
Lindsay says, I am back next week.
Guess
And
who's
she
back?
was. We weren't sure.
I
Did you get that
was.
far in the episode? You didn't get that far in the episode where we hypothesized whether you were back or not.
I thought you were going to.
No, I saw
My
that
fault.
part. I saw that
Okay.
part.
That does it for our listener feedback on Vampire's Kiss. If you would like me to read your comments, you have to leave them for us on our YouTube when we post this movie on Thursday. The end.
Almost stuck the landing there, Spit, but you kind of burned out.
You started making these motions, distracted me.
It's a little distracting when people are like saying stuff while you're trying to do the bumper.
Trying to be
stuff, right?
professional.
It's hard.
All right, let's. So I found this video about exploring the island of Nahahu or whatever that island was, but it was just some women scuba diving, and then all of a sudden she's eating a sandwich on the beach, and it was kind of gross. I was like, you were just underwater, and now you're eating a sandwich on the beach, which is just nasty because you
Why
get
is that
sick.
Why can't you eat
Where-
a sandwich?
where's she supposed to
after
eat
you
the
are
sandwich?
underwater? Was she supposed to eat it underwater still?
I feel like she brought the sandwich from the ocean, so it's probably soggy, and then there's probably sand in it.
Sandwich from the ocean.
Where the
is
fuck
wrong
did the
with you?
sandwich go, Aaron? Come from?
It was
Where did
probably
it
in a
come-
packet, like a
It's
backpack or
inside
something.
the wetsuit, it stays dry.
It's not gonna stay dry in the wetsuit, and even if it does, then it's all up in your body, and that's gonna be moist and stuff. It's nasty. No one's gonna eat that sandwich. It does look like a pretty good sandwich, though. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I digress. It's time to move on.
Is it official?
So very wrong with you.
No, I think it was turkey, which I'm not a huge turkey guy, but I'll take that occasionally. What? What?
Oh, God,
no,
there's
it's
3
three.
witchcrafts.
Ah,
We
yeah.
started
Oh,
at 2 for some
goodness.
reason.
Here we go. We got.
I feel like
you
they should
said to
be
start.
mixed and not all
I hope
in
we
a
get
witchcraft
Star Wars.
line.
I don't know how to mix it, Rebecca. I know what you're saying. This
game is not
The
rigged.
Great Wall of Witchcraft.
Can you imagine if we get Star Worms next week?
Oh my God.
I don't know if we can handle it. I'm really hoping we get the dark lurking.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
so-
Of, there's a lot of TNA on this wheel.
What's
We got the
green
dark
thing?
future,
DNA.
which
Because it's perverts.
yeah. Yeah. All right, we got the dark future sci-fi thing. We got DNA starring one Mark Dacascos.
That sounds
That's
cool.
a good movie.
We got The Dark Lurking, which I'm really excited for.
It looks cool.
We got Star Worms 2. And then we got Witchcraft 7, and Witchcraft 7 Judgment Hour.
Yes.
So here we go.
We got Witchcraft. I hope you're all ready for this.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh no, it's stuck on that side.
This is gonna
Dodge
be
the bullet, guys.
4 next time. Oh my god.
We got
Dodge the
DNA. Dino DNA.
I think I'm pretty sure I've seen this one.
Let's go check out the trailer for DNA, otherwise known as diaphenonucleic acid or something. All right, doesn't matter. I don't remember exactly
Nailed
what it
it.
is. What is it?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
There you go.
That's it.
My
Here we go.
Mark Dacascos from the island of Dr. Moreau and Double Dragon. Jürgen Prochnow from Das Boot and Judge Dredd. And Robin McKee. DNA. Don't mess with Mother Nature.
Dude, is this a real movie?
This looks like a real
I
movie.
love how he said his name. He was like Mark Dacascos.
And Jürgen
Jürgen
From Das Boot.
From Das Boot, yeah.
Classic.
Dude, that end shot where he jumps with the rocket thing, totally
Yeah.
the end of the movie, by the way. But
Mm-hmm.
that's
I'm
like
so
from
allowed
Nemesis.
spoilers.
That's how Nemesis ends too. Remember, something like that. This is gonna be great. This is
This
on
is gonna be
Tubi.
really good.
This is going to be too good.
We're gonna. This is movie of the year. Calling it. It's an action
So-
movie. So
Robin McKee.
That's right, AJ.
check that off.
Robin McKee was on an episode of Star Trek Voyager. So if you look her up, her images of her with like Star Trek Voyager like alien things.
Really?
Who was she? Just like a guest star?
Yeah. Like, why would you use that as your picture? Mark Dacascos. I still say it wrong. He said it right there. Dacascos.
Dacascos.
Dacascos. This is going to be great, guys.
Yeah,
There's no reason not to check this one out, too, because it's on Tubi. DNA from 1997. That's what we're doing next week. And then I assume the following week will be Witchcraft 7, unless I don't know how it won't be.
Oh my god.
And I did
It's
find a
possible.
copy of it already, and I have to have it.
Right.
So be prepared.
Nice.
Be prepared. That's it for this week's episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, go to the iTunes, leave a review. That helps out the show. Jamie says we need to watch Black Devil Doll from Hell. Well, Jamie, if you want us to watch that, you're going to have to be a patron and put it on the Patreon wheel.
Yeah.
And you can do that by going to patreon.com/badmovienightshow. It's only a few bucks. You get access to a Slack. You get access to the Patreon wheel. You get access to the pre-show we do every week. You're going to get access to those Battlefield ears, too. There's like 15 of them. And we tried to record more last week, and it failed. But maybe this week. We'll see what happens. We will. And we need to do another movie watch-along soon. So I got to look at the calendar and plan that. So we got a lot of stuff going on. You can get that patreon.com/badmovienightshow. That's it for this week's episode, guys. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will catch you here next week when we watch DNA. So prepare your atoms, or whatever DNA is made of.
It's the race for the double helix.
And there we go. All right, goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.